Right, welcome and ladies and gentlemen to the last game of this evening's live streams. It is the big one, the Sharks up against the Bulls here from Loftus. And incredible game this is going to be. We've all been waiting for this to go through the lineups. Thomas Lloyd says, hi, how's it going, man? So let's go through the lineups real quickly. For the Bulls, we've got David Kriel, Madash Tambwe, Marco Jansen van Vieren, Cornel Hendricks, Trevino Jacobs, Morne Steyn and Ambrose Papier. The Sharks on top of that block at the moment with 10 points. The Bulls got 8. So all to play for in this game. The forwards for the Bulls, Dwayne Vermeulen, Arno Botha, Marco van Staden, Ruan Nortje, Walt Steenkamp, Morne Smit, Johan Grobler and Gerard Steenekamp. For the Sharks, we've got Apelile Fassi, Sabu Nkosi, Lukanya Jeremy Ward, Jaap Benke, Kevin Bosch, and Jaden Hendrickse at 9. Then in the forwards, we've got Sikambuzo Noche, Henko Venter, Sia Kolisi, Reniel Higu, Ruben van Heeren, Thomas de Toey, Fes Mbata, and Oxner Shear. On the bench, we've got Skalki Rasmus, Leeson Kaboka, Trevor Nyakani, Hanko Swanepoel, Elrich Lowe, Zach Berger, Chris Smith, and James Verity for the Bulls. Then on the bench for the Sharks, Kieran van Vieren, Natuko Mchuna, Vian Herps, Leroux Roots, Pepsi Buthelezi, Sanele Nohamba, Manny Libok, and Vanna Kok. It is going to be a cracker of a game. And then Ruben Kies says Bulls are going to take this game. So as a Shark supporter, I'm always backing my team to win, but common sense has to prevail. It is played here at Loftus, so I would say maybe it's going to be a close game and the Bulls might just win this by the narrow of margins. But who knows? It's always been a close encounter when the Sharks do show up on the day. So hopefully they do show up and we will have a good game. So for the Bulls in the back line, I've written down David Kriel and Cornel Hendricks, Morne Steyn as probably the most important backline players for this game. And then in the front row, we've got Dwayne Vermeulen, Marco van Staden, and Johan Grobler to have a really big game today. For the Sharks, Apelile Fassi, Lukanya Kevin Bosch will try and rectify what he did wrong in that Currie Cup final. So, and it's about time that Sabu Nkosi also shows up for a game. He's been very average, to say the least, of his performances so far. Then Sparrow asking what time is the game starting. So it is going to be a 6:15 kickoff. So we are a little bit early for this showdown. About 15 minutes or let's say 10 minutes out from the start of this game. Then looking at the forwards for the Sharks who could have a big impact in this game. Sikambuzo Noche up against Dwayne Vermeulen. What a clash that's going to be. Then Sia Kolisi needs to up his game today and get a big one going. Then Reniel Higu has been one of the surprises so far for me for the Sharks. I didn't really rate him that highly, but after 2 really good games, he's become a star for the Sharks back. And then Thomas de Toey and Oxner Shear will have a really tough game against those youngsters from the Bulls in Morne Smit and Gerard Steenekamp. Sparrow Maravillas says Vanna Kok is replacing Sabu Nkosi in the starting lineup. So that is news that I've seen just now. And Volmunk will be coming in at number 23 then for the Sharks. So Sabu Nkosi will not be taking part in this game. So Vanna Kok moves into the 14th berth now with Anthony Volmunk coming on as a replacement on the bench. Right, thank you very much there for that information, Sparrow. Really appreciate that. Let's just edit this real quickly. So, yeah, big moment here for Kevin Bosch to maybe rectify what went wrong in that final of the Currie Cup. Last time we did this game, we got over 30k views. So let's push for at least maybe half of it, or at least go up to 10,000 maybe, guys. Let's support the stream. And if you are new, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. We are going to be in for a cracker of a game here at Loftus with the Bulls. Favorites to win this game, one could say. They're now calling out the names of the Bulls lineup, and their team is pretty much the same one that was written down just a little bit earlier. No changes to that one. So Sabu Nkosi has not, will not be playing in this game, and he gets replaced by Vanner Kok for the Sharks, and Anthony Folman will come to the bench. Yeah, I'm a little bit anxious about this game. It could go anyway, really, guys. If the Sharks do show up today, we could be in for a really close game. But overall, I think the Bulls are the favorites to win this game. What are your guys' thoughts? Who do you think is going to win it? Ruben Kiss already said that he is backing the Bulls to win this. So, yeah, let's have a look and see how this game is going to pan out. We are still awaiting the start of this game, which is going to kick off in about 8 minutes or so. So, if I have to be giving my prediction, I did say Bulls by a narrow win. I can't predict what the score will be, but one could expect the Bulls at home to be just a little bit too strong. That is my prediction for this game. Bulls by a narrow win in the end. Let's hope it is the way it's going to go. Guilherme von Benneker says Bulls will never lose. Mark Bromfield says Bulls to win it. So we've got here a lot of Bulls supporters in the chat right now. Ruben Kies also said that the Bulls are going to win this game. So all the odds stacked against the Sharks for this game. Remember, the Sharks are leading the lock at the moment with 10 points, gaining 2 bonus points from both games. And then the Bulls not able to secure the bonus points in both their games. But the Bulls got some really classy defense, and we have seen the Sharks defense break in that first game against the Stormers, and then also against the Lions last week. So it's going to be interesting to see if the Bulls can start firing, how they will perform against a Sharks team whose defense have been questioned a little bit over the last 2 weeks. Christian says, I'm a Bulls supporter, but Sharks by less than 5 this time. Sharks are learning how to win those close games, which is true. They are winning those close encounters at the moment. But if you go back to the likes of the Preparations Cup, they did lose some vital games at the depth. So I wouldn't say one game will make them win it, but let's see how it goes. Johannes Spain says Bulls no change. Sharks, or no chance. Sharks all the way from a Stormer. So we do have a little bit of a mix now going on in this chat. Batty has joined the chat as well, saying, how's it, Guru? He says the Bulls by 5 today. So far, all the odds are stacked against the Sharks. They are playing away from home. They've lost Sabu Nkosi early on before this game. The Bulls are a settled team. Jake White being the coach. What a wonderful coach he's been. Maybe a lot of arguments would say he's not a great coach. He just buys who he wants. But I mean, that is still a really good coach if he's able to get all the players that he wants in a team, which means he is doing something right. And he is a World Cup winning coach as well. Then Herschel Rondganger says Bulls by 15. Mark Bromfield says Bulls by 10. So, yeah, it could be a really close game. I say the Sharks going to lose this by the narrow of margins. 11J said, also joining in, says agree Bulls by 5. And then Barry has joined in and says halfpenny costed the game, which was an easy kick messed up there a little bit. So he's referring to the previous game between the Scarlets and Cardiff Blues, where we saw Cardiff winning that game by a single point. Will we have something similar today? It's like the Currie Cup last year. Kevin Bosch absolutely giving away the Sharks' chances of winning the Currie Cup. And the same happened in that previous game as well. So just looking at the lock again, the Sharks with 10 points, the Bulls with 8. The Stormers now played 3, Lions played 3, Stormers on 7, and the Lions on 3. So the Stormers are at -5 at the moment. Just show you how close those games have been, that they've absolutely lost in the narrowest of margins. So we're getting a lot closer to this game now. Barry says it would have been a good upset if he got that over. Yeah, for those of you who didn't follow it, Halfpenny missed a kick right in front of the post, which, well, we didn't miss it, but it got charged down, and it cost them the game in the end. Stefan Engelbrecht says, I think the Bulls by 7. So a lot of support here for the Bulls at the moment. Will we see the Bulls walk away with victory here today over the Sharks? It should be a very interesting one. And really looking forward to this as well. Right, so we're about a couple of minutes away from the kickoff, as it looks like the players are now going to go or going to run onto the pitch. We're having one more look at the Bulls side on TV so far. Anyone know when Stedman Gans will be back playing? So he is out injured at the moment, but when he does return, I do believe that he will go to the sevens. So I don't think he will be available for the Bulls anytime shortly. So the big swap for me in this Bulls side is Elrich Lowe, who's now dropped to the bench with Arno Botha starting this game. Bertie says it's going to be a tough game. And then Stefan Engelbrecht says Warwick Geland may return to the Stormers in about a month or two. So I've been following his rehabilitation. It's going pretty well for him at the moment. So yeah. Then Johannes Spain says Sharks by 13. We don't see that very often. A massive scoreline for the Sharks away from home. Who knows? You never know. Barry also said this means the easiest kick can still be a chance if you don't go over or not. Absolutely. It means exactly that, Barry. So the Sharks are now running onto the pitch. So the game will be starting in just a minute or so. We've got 41 people watching at the moment. Thank you for joining this live stream, guys. If you do like this, press that like button. And also don't forget to subscribe. Lukanyam has now run onto the field for the Sharks. And we're in for a pretty good game. 11J said, this is a game that can easily go either way. But since Bulls are at home, they should be favourites. I absolutely agree with that one. So 11J said also, did you see the Chiefs game versus the Western Force? So I didn't watch that game, but it was a 1-point victory to the Chiefs. I think 20 points to 19. And then 11J's also, we've got 8 likes so far, guys. Press that like button. And let's see if we can get this up to at least, let's go for a challenge and say 30 likes for this game. The Bulls have now run onto the field, and Dwayne Vermeulen looking hungry for this game. Got a high expectancy from this Bulls side today. They are the clear favourites to win this. And expecting a big game from Sia Khaleesi as well today for the Sharks. He hasn't fired so far in his 2 games. He has played so far, so we need a big one from him as well today. Our favourite referee today blowing the whistle is Jaco Paper and Marius van der Westhuizen as the TMO. Right, Barry says challenge accepted. Nazim, hope the Bulls take this one. 11J said no last minute conversion. Yes, and that's it. And now Bertie says we should go for 50 likes. Right, guys, the challenge has been set. Let's go for 50 likes for this live stream. The Bulls are going to start this game through Mornay Steyn. And here we go. A high hanging kickoff from Mornay Steyn, collected by Apalile Fassi for the Sharks on the back. Jaden Hendricks in possession, out to Kevin Bosch, goes up high. It is a high hanging one coming down, and nobody wanted that. That goes loose. The Sharks kick it forward, but the Bulls now have got it. Mornay Steyn knocks it on, and we might have a scrum here to the Sharks inside the half of the Bulls. Right, so let's see what's going to happen with the first scrum of the game. The kick in the air, gone forward from Pinker's leg and then into the hands of the Bulls, and then just a little knock on from Mornay Steyn in between the 10 and halfway inside their own half. So the first scrum of this game going to the Sharks. Jaden Hendricks now. First scrum of the game. Let's see how things go between this young pack of forwards of the Bulls. Front row against the Sharks in Oxnard and Thomas Latoy. Johan Grobler, Mornay Smith and Gerard Steenekamp, the guys starting down for the Bulls in the front row. And the first scrum going down, unfortunately, and we will have a scrum reset now. 1.5 minutes gone in this game already. Right, Jaden Hendricks now with the first feed of this game. Let's see if the scrum can be stable enough. Right, scrum feed put in by Jaden Hendricks now off the back. Good solid scrum from both teams. Sharks trying to milk a penalty. It's wheeling now. And it is the Sharks who's got control at the back of it. Jaden Hendricks out to Bosch, puts it to the boot, and a beautiful kick from Bosch, running into the 22. So a defensive lineout coming up for the Bulls. Bosch looking for space there and found it behind Madosh Tambwe. And now Grobler with an opportunity to throw in for the first lineout of this game. Mark Bromfield says our Bull scrum is better than the last 2 weeks. Right. 3 minutes gone. It's now Ruan Nortje took it. Embrace Papier, Mornay Steyn. And no pressure on him as he gets the clearance away all the way up to the halfway line for the Bulls. It is going to be a line out now to the Sharks on halfway. We've had 3 minutes in this game. Throwing is going to come from Fesman Barta now for the Sharks. Let's see if they can get their first lineout throw in this game. We know the Sharks tend to struggle at lineouts, so hopefully it won't go too horribly wrong for them today. 3.5 minutes gone. Fesman Barta quickly to Oxnard, but a loose pass from him picked up by Nortje for the Bulls. Inside the Sharks. 10-meter line now, Mornay Steyn, Cornel Hendricks. Space opens up for Marco Jansen van Rensburg or Van Vieren, but it gets knocked down deliberately by Penke, and an early opportunity here for the Bulls for a penalty. Will Mornay Steyn go at goal from here? Yep, he has signaled that he will have a shot at goal from about roughly let's say about 40 meters out, 45 meters out from the Sharks try line. So Mornay Steyn to have a shot at goal. Marco Jansen van Vieren, the offload would have been a beauty to Marco van Staden. So Penke very lucky not to give away a yellow card maybe as early as the 4th minute in this game, because it surely would have been on for the Bulls had he not get his hand onto that. Eddie Barnard says a good 8 sign. No need to knock for me. I won't do that, Eddie. I'm trying to be as unbiased as possible for this game, like I did with the Currie Cup final. Mornay Steyn with the penalty attempt from about 45 meters out. Let's see if he's going to get it. A solid strike from him. And over she goes. The Bulls now leading by 3 points to 0 after just 5 minutes in this game. Sharks need to have a look at their discipline today. Right. Restart's going to come from Kevin Bosch now. Just awaiting for a ball at the moment. Here we go. Kevin Bosch now. Let's see if he goes deep or short with this one. So he goes reasonably deep with a high kick into the 22. Beautiful tackle from Van der Kok. And the ball spilled loose from the Bulls side, kicked forward. And now Apalili Fassi driven into touch by Madosh Tambwe. Line out to the Bulls, about 10 meters out from their own 22. We've had 6 minutes in this game already. 3-0 to the Bulls. Lineup coming up. Johan Grobler to throw this in for the Bulls. Just waiting to see what happens with this one. They are now setting up this lineup, taking their time with this. So, right, here we go. Johan Grobler with the throw in. And now chance here. Emrys Papier, Mornay Steyn. Little dab through. Space opens up for Marco Jansen van Vier. And he's got it on the 10-meter line inside Sharks territory. The Bulls now. Papier, Steenekamp, driving his way forward. Over the 10-meter line they go. Now Mornay Smith. Comes back for Emrys Papier now. Oh, a little knock on there. And a chance now for the Sharks to attack from here. Let's see what they can do. Jaden Hendricks out it goes to Jeremy Ward. Puts it to the boot. The Sharks looking clueless at the moment. Oh, a little knock on there backwards from Stravino Jacobs. And it goes into touch from the Bulls. Right, so there's going to be a line out now to the Bulls, up to the Sharks on the 10-meter line inside the half of the Bulls. Right, let's see what happens with this throw in from Faison Barta now. Sharks having their first opportunity to attack from inside the Bulls half. Marco Jansen van Vieren going down, receiving some attention at the moment. He managed to get that little kick through from Mornay Steyn, but a good tackle from the Sharks there in the midfield. Stopped him in his tracks there. 7 minutes gone, 3 points to 0 to the Bulls. Line out to the Sharks. A runabout on the 10-meter line inside Bulls half. Right, here we go. Faison Barta with the throw into this line-out. There's taken by Renil Hichu. Sharks now forming the maul here on the 10-meter line, going forward very slowly indeed. Right, they are still moving forward as the Sharks very slowly. Surely they need to get this out at some stage now. Jaden Hendricks is waiting for it off the back of that maul. And now the Sharks in a bit of trouble here. It might go down. Faison Barta's got it off the back. So the Sharks have secured this ball, but a penalty to the Bulls, not releasing on the ground, and a great penalty there for the Bulls. Winning it is Walt Steenkamp for the Bulls. 8 minutes gone in this first half, and the Bulls now have a chance to get out of their own half. Mornay Steyn with a kick downfield, and he's going to find touch round about 10 meters out from the 22 of the Sharks. Right. Let's see what's going to happen with this lineup. Jake White sitting at the back, not really wanting to be too much involved in this game. It seems early on in this game in the coaching box. Grobler to Walt Steenkamp. Off the back comes Marco van Staden. Breaks through the first defender. Now the Bulls on the attack. It is Arno Botha taking it up, but he's been held up. Goes down now. about 5 meters out from the 22 for the Bulls. Embrace Papier, a little juggle from Mornay Smith and a knock on from the Bulls. Now the Sharks can counter-attack from here. Bosch. Out it goes to Lukanya. Vanderkok straightening the line. Tries the miracle pass, but not going to get it. It goes loose, gone backwards though. Sharks on the attack on their own 10-meter line at the moment. Hendrickse, Thomas the Tway, puts the head down. Comes back for Jaden Hendrickse. Now Kevin Bosch going to kick this again into space. And that's going to be just one bounce into touch. And it's going to be a line out to the Bulls round about 5 meters out from their own 22. So Fesenbarter stayed down there in that tackle. So maybe an early chance for the bench to get warmed up. It is the replacement Karen van Vieren off the bench. So if Fesenbarter can't continue, Karen van Vieren will be coming onto the field. 9 minutes gone in this game. 3 points to 0, the Bulls lead. It is going to be a line out to the Bulls after this injury attendance. And it looks like Fesenbarter will be okay. So, now, Karen van Vieren is warming up at the moment. So he might be getting some early game time today. 9.5 minutes into this first half. The Bulls leading by a penalty from Mornay Steyn. Just a couple of minutes in. Right, Dwayne Vermeulen and our favorite referee having a chat there. Still Fesenbarter down, getting that attention that he needs. Melinda, let's maybe time to go through some of these comments real quickly. Mark Bromfield said, Bulls go for gold. And then, sorry, Mark, today I'm backing the Sharks. Skulk Smith said, Sharks gaan hom vat. Stefan said, love, I thought I was hearing Appalile Fasti. Mark Bromfield, then Herman, you are supporting the losing side. So, time to go back to the actual on-field play. Crowell with this throw-in for the Bulls now. Stolen, the ball was stolen in that lineup by the Sharks. Now they've got it. Jaden Hendrickse out to Sikambuzo Noche. The Sharks are now about 10 meters out from the 22. Kevin Bosch out to Jeremy Ward. He steps back in, tries to beat the first defender. Solid defense from Norkia though. Now Bosch again stabs it through and into space, into touch it goes again. Around about 10 meters from the Bulls try line. So Bosch attempting a lot of little grubber kicks through at the moment. But the Bulls are doing well on defense to really get out of their own half at this stage. So those kicks not really making a difference. So Barry asking, what do you think of referee Jaco Paper? I love him, but he tends to be not a fan favorite when it comes to the Stormers, though. The Bulls have won that line out, and it's been taken in by Van Staden. Still about 10 meters out, the Bulls from their own try line. But P is setting up to maybe kick it himself. The ball is out, and he kicks it. And it's going to find touch roundabout on the 10-meter line inside Bulls half. Right, the Bulls supporters are going crazy here on the chat. Definitely the biggest support for the Bulls at the moment on this live stream at the moment. Fesenbarter to throw this in for the Sharks in this lineup. Oxnard just calling the signal for him there. 11 minutes quickly gone to Oxnard again. Kevin Bosch with a big hoist into the air. It is chased down by Lukanya David Kriel. Knocks it on in the process, and a chance now for the Sharks. Comes out Jeremy Ward, Appalile Fassi, beats Travina Jacobs on the outside, but a good tackle in from Johan Grobler. 10 meters out, the Sharks now from the try line. Ruben van Heerden taking it up for the Sharks. Now Jaden Hendrickse, Kevin Bosch, out it goes to Lukanya Henko Venter off the back line, still going 5 meters out now as the Sharks. They need quick ball now. Jaden Hendrikse out to Oxnashire. He's held up in the tackle, but he has gone to ground. And it now comes back to the Sharks side. Fes Mbata waiting for it 5 meters from the try line. Pick and go from the Sharks. About 3 meters out now. Just patiently building their way up here. 12 minutes gone in this first half. Oxnashire 2 meters out, the Sharks now still going strong. Thomas Detway waiting to go. Picks and go himself. Good defense from the Bulls at the moment. Still coming as the Sharks, a meter out now. Penalty advantage to the Sharks. Jaden Hendrikse got the ball there. Now comes out to Kevin Bosch, puts a little stab ahead, but it's too hard, and they will come back for the penalty. So 13 minutes gone in this first half, and a chance maybe for the Sharks to draw level in this game. But 5 meters out, right in front of the post, Kevin Bosch says he is going to have a go at post. Batty says, I know some of the Shark supporters that does not like paper at all. So personally, I don't have any problem with Yaku Paper, Bertie, but I know there's a lot of mixed feelings around his refereeing abilities. But for me, he's a decent referee, probably the best in South Africa at the moment. Right, so Kevin Bosch now lining up this penalty right in front. He shouldn't have a problem with this, so we could see the scores level after around 14 minutes in this game. Over it goes, so 3-3 this game here at Loftus at the moment. We've got 74 viewers at the moment, guys. Press that like button and subscribe if you are new to the stream. The Bulls and the Sharks having a go at each other now. 14 minutes gone. Right, restart from Mornay Steyn now. Going quite deep this time round. Inside the 22, collected by Sikombuzo Noche for the Sharks. Jaden Hendrikse waiting at the back of this rack for the ball to come out. Good counter rack from the Bulls. Goes to the air is Jaden Hendrikse, chased by Penke. And nobody wanted it from the Bulls, and it comes back to the Sharks side. An opportunity here, maybe if they go wide, Apelile Fassi, Lukanyam, Henko Venter, out to Vannecock, but he knocks it on halfway. So, opportunity for the Sharks going a begging there as the ball has been knocked on by Vannecock. And I'm sure it was a forward pass as well from Henko Venter to Vannecock there. Scrum down for the Bulls. On halfway, it is going to be a scrum feed to the Bulls. Emrys Papier. But we are having another injury attendance. This time, it is Arno Botha who's not feeling too well. And it looks like Elrich Lowe will be replacing him after just 15 minutes in this game. Arno Botha not happy with that, shaking his head. But, yeah, not 100% sure what's wrong with him. But Elrich Lowe now onto the field. 79 viewers, guys. Press that like and subscribe button. Be sure not to miss out on any future live streams on this channel. It is going to be now a scrum feed to the Bulls on halfway. Emrys Papier to throw this ball in. Right, the first scrum was pretty solid from both teams, so hopefully we'll have more of the same in this game. Feed by Emrys Papier of the back, goes down, but it is playable off the back of that scrum. Papier out to Mornay Steyn now. Jan Van Vieren over halfway he goes. Quick ball needs to come back for the Bulls now. Papier just setting up his forwards. Ruan Nortje driven back in a tackle there by Sikombuzo Noche. Papier again to Mornay Steyn, goes for the up and under. It is chased by Modosh Tambwe and Vannecock. It is knocked on by Van der Kok, and Cornel Hendricks got it, but then a little knock from Tambwe as well. And it is going to be a scrum down to the Bulls again, just around about on the 10-meter line inside Sharks territory. Nikki Ferreira says, awesome game so far. So another scrum, a little bit of errors at the moment from both teams, opting to go for the aerial route. We've seen 4 errors from the Bulls and 3 from the Sharks. So 7 altogether in around 16.5 minutes. And that is a little bit high for such a game. We are now into the 3rd round of the Rainbow Cup. So these mistakes needs to be get rid of very quickly. That scrum goes down, and a penalty to the Bulls on the 10-meter line inside Sharks territory, and an opportunity here for Mornay Steyn to kick a goal maybe again. Bertie asks, Guru, who's your favorite all-time player of the Sharks? It's a tough one. Josh Spike asking who's the ref. Jakub Paper is the man in charge today for this game. So there is so many really exceptional players that has represented the Sharks over the years, but one player probably stands out for me, and it's probably a little bit way back. Andre Hubert used to play fullback for the Sharks, and he was my all-time favorite. And then maybe after him, Butch James, when he used to play for the Sharks, that man could tackle. But you also got worried when he wasn't on target on the day. That kick from Ornstein goes over, so the Bulls now leading 6-3 with about 18 minutes gone in this first half. Christian says Henry Honeyball, another brilliant player for the Sharks over the years. Like I said, there's so many, and if you could, I could give a list of over 100 players that I really enjoyed watching. The restart from Kevin Bosch, taken in by Elrich Lowe for the Bulls inside their 22. Ruben van Heerden's got hold of him, and now Siya Khaleesi driving him back as well. It is a dry day here at Loftus, so there shouldn't be any excuses for knock-ons and stuff. A cross kick from Mornay Steyn into the hands of Savino Jacobs. Steps Penke, can't get past Lukanya Amdo. The Bulls still inside their own 22 at the moment. Ambrose Papier, out it goes to Mornay Steyn again, kicks it downfield, and that is going to find touch roundabout on halfway. So a decent kick from Mornay Steyn there, getting the Bulls out of trouble there. So there's a lot of speculation that Mornay Steyn might be back for the Springboks at some stage. What are you guys' thoughts on that? Alan says waiting for a Khaleesi impact, but when? So yeah, Khaleesi hasn't been the player that he was in 2018. So it's been 3 years since we've seen the best of him. And now Faison Botha has gone down yet again after Elrich Lowe ran into him. Maybe his tackling technique wasn't the best there, and he paid the price for that. Unfortunately, is Faison Botha, and I don't think he will have any more to play in this game. Bertie says, mine for the Bulls was Shuas van der Westhuizen, and absolutely the best Bulls player ever to represent him. I would say in my time of watching the Bulls, you wouldn't get better than Shuas van der Westhuizen or Victor Matfield or even Bakkies Botha. Those were the days. I would say probably the hero of Loftus between Etienne Botha, who tragically died in a car accident before he could become Springbok, and then Derek Hougaard was also quite fancied at Loftus. But if you go way back, Nas Botha, always a legend. So we are going to have now this lineup to the Sharks inside the run off, and Faison Botha survived 19 minutes into this game. He's had 2 knocks already, And again, they go with Oxnashire at the front. They're overdoing the move at the moment. Sia Khaleesi taking it up in the middle for the Sharks on halfway. Jaden Hendrickson back to Kevin Bosch. Goes to the air. Vanderkok now chasing after this. Madosh Tambwe knocks it on. And Thomas the Tway couldn't get it for the Sharks. He knocks it on as well. So first knock comes from Madosh Tambwe. And he is struggling a little bit under the high ball at the moment. Nicky Ferreira said, Khaleesi, not a good player for me, sorry. So, like I said, way back in 2018, he was one hell of a player. But since then, he hasn't really shown the type of class that he could be. It is going to be now a scrum down to the Sharks, just outside the 22 of the Bulls. Possession going the way of the Sharks, 57%. And the Bulls have made 31 tackles compared to the 19 of the Sharks. 20 minutes gone in this first half. James Small, also a legend for the Sharks, absolutely. Scrum feed from Jaden Hendricks at the back, penalty advantage to the Sharks. Now Sikambuza Noche off the back to Jaden Hendricks. Over they go 15 meters out from the try line. Vanderkok at scrum off. Thomas the Tway to Ruben van Heerden. Got isolated there in that tackle. And a penalty will be coming back for the Sharks, for the players offside there. Or no, it was from the scrum penalty. So 21 minutes gone and a chance now for the Sharks to draw level again. Well, the Sharks have other plans. They're going for touch here. Five meters out, the Sharks now with the opportunity to maybe get the first try of this game. Let's see if we can do. They've been going with the Oxnashire little quick throw-in. But this time around, I don't believe it will work. 5 meters from the try line. Now it is taken by Reniel Hichu at the back. The Sharks now mauling, going forward, looking good. Is the Sharks now. Can the Bulls get the counter shove going? They do indeed. Sharks driven back in that maul. Now Jaden Hendrickson, Kevin Bosch. Lukanyam tried the miracle pass, not getting it. And into the hands of Vanderkok now. The Sharks have lost a lot of meters. Outside of 22 they go. Sikambuza Noche. Penalty advantage to the Sharks, it seems again. Now Lukanyam taking it up for the Sharks. Outside the 22 now, Sikambuza Noche. Nearly breaks through the defense of Steenekamp there. Jaden Hendrickson, Bosch, Oxnashire, Hendricks. Not the greatest of passes to Khaleesi. And it goes into touch. So back we come for yet another penalty. Kevin Bob says Steyn can easily get a green and gold jersey. His current form is on point. Too many mistakes from the Bulls, says Batty. So will Kevin Bosch have a shot at goal this time round? Yes, he will. So 23 minutes gone and a chance for the Sharks to draw level in this game. It seems like my voice wants to leave me tonight, guys. I've been doing the live commentary since this morning. This is my, I think, 5th game of the day. We've done the early morning Crusaders Brumbies game, then the Blues game, then the Stormers game, then the Cardiff one. So yeah, the 5th game for me today. So let's see if this is going to live up to the earlier game between the Lions and the Stormers. What a game that was. We've got 94 viewers at the moment, guys. Like and subscribe if you are new to this channel. Bosch with the kick right in front. Shouldn't have a problem with this one. And it's all square again after 24 minutes in this game. 6-6 it is. Right. 24 minutes gone. 6-all here. 2 penalties from Bosch and Steyn so far. Right. Morne Steyn to restart this game again for us. Right. Another deep, high kick from Morne Steyn. Apelile Fassi taking it in for the Sharks. Just outside their own 22, taking it outside. So Jaden Hendrickson with the up and under. Chased again by Penke and collected beautifully this time by the Bulls on the 10-meter line. Here they come. Papier passes out. They've lost a bit of ground now. Papier back. It comes to Grobler. Nice pass. Dwayne Vermeulen now. Oh, runs over Sikambuza Noche, but a little knock on there. And it is going to be now a scrum feed to the Sharks. Batty says 25 likes so far in this one. So doing good. We're aiming for 50, guys. Just hope my voice will last. Having a bit of trouble so far. But what attack, what a storm from Dwayne Vermeulen. Sikambuza Noche just keeping his man there, not allowing Dwayne to completely run over him. 26 minutes gone in this first half. 6 handling errors from the Bulls already, 3 from the Sharks. Jaden Hendrickson to feed this for the Sharks just outside their own 22. Right, driven forward, and here we come now. Kevin Bosch out to Apelile Fassi, little kick ahead. Vanderkok chasing, he's got it, but a good tackle from Tambwe there. Is it going to be a line out to the Bulls? Yes. 26 and a half minutes gone. And now, oh no, we're going to have a scrum down to the Bulls. It's been deemed to be knocked on by Vanderkok there. Let's have another look at this. Yeah, it was knocked forward by Vanderkok there. And now a chance for the Bulls inside the Sharks half to maybe set something up here. Some off the ball scuffle from the Kanya there on Matosh Tambwe as well. So another injury break to the Bulls at the moment. And it is slowing the game down just a little bit at the moment. Batty says, let's aim for 40 by half time. There you have it, guys. Vanderkok, too many errors, says Alan Hitchen. Yeah, he has been playing really average rugby for the Sharks. He played well when he was at the Stormers at the time. He was looking really good, but since being a Shark, I haven't seen anything really exceptional from Vanderkok so far. So scrum feed to the Bulls now on the 10-meter line inside the Sharks half. Let's see what the Bulls can do from here. 27 minutes gone in this first half. Absolutely Batty. Bulls number 8 dominate Sharks 8. Vermeulen putting his claim on the number 8 Bok jersey. I don't think there's too much debate around the number 8 jersey there. Dwayne Vermeulen all the way for the number 8 position. Penalty advantage coming for the Bulls. Cornel Hendricks. Out it goes to David Creel, has joined the line. On the 10-meter line now, the Bulls. Another penalty advantage. Look on your arm slowing the ball down. Here comes the Bulls. Quick recycle ball. Oh. And was that a foot from the from the Bulls or from the Sharks there? Because that is very close to a professional foul if it was from the Sharks. But Jakob Paper gives the penalty to the Bulls. Offside by the Sharks player. Casper asking Sabu Nkosi playing. He was supposed to start this game, but I don't know if there's an injury to him, but he will not be playing in this game. And well, Van Kock replaced him from the bench, and then Anthony Folman has dotted down in place of him. Right, so another chance here for Morne Steyn to put the Bulls into the lead here. It's around about 30 meters out, right in front of the post for Morne Steyn. Can he slot this for the Bulls? Should be an easy one. And that is going to go straight through. It's 9 points to 6. The Bulls leading the Sharks after 29 minutes in this game. No tries yet. Right, so the restart from Currie Bosch now. 87 viewers. Press the like and subscribe, guys. Here we go. The restart from Currie Bosch. High hanging kick taken by Cornel Hendricks for the Bulls just outside the 22. Ambrose Papier waiting for that ball. He is going to go to the air with this one. Chased by Madosh Tambwe and Apalile Fassi there. Another knock on from Madosh. And it is going to be a scrum down to the Sharks just inside the Bulls half. 30 minutes gone in this game. Very close game, says Mark Bromfield. Fernand Labaskani says go Bulls. So, yeah, a little knock on there from Madosh. He's had a couple today. And now another chance for the Sharks to attack from inside the Bulls half. 30 minutes gone in this game, guys, and a pretty tight game so far. 47 tackles made by the Bulls, 24 by the Sharks, but they've missed equally 4 tackles so far. Let's hope the second half is a little bit more entertaining than the first, but a very close battle. Now Sikambuza Noche taking it up to the 10-meter line for the Sharks. Jaden Hendricks out to Ruben van Heerden. A bit isolated there, but it does come back to the Sharks. Very slowly indeed. Now Henko Venter, little pass from Lukanyam to Apalile Fassi, driven back in a tackle by Marco van Staden. Still on the 10-meter line, the Sharks now. A penalty coming for the Sharks here. Gerard Steenekamp in an offside position now. Penke stabs the little kick through and bounces horribly for David Krill. Goes into touch, but we are going to come back for that penalty for the Sharks. Roundabout on the 10-meter line, or no, between the 10 and the 22 of the Bulls. Dwayne Vermeulen wants a captain's challenge. Ruan Norkier definitely wanting to have a go, because I did see he was holding his face and complaining to Jaco Paper that time. So let's see what this is all about. Dwayne Vermeulen is going to call for a captain's challenge now. Oh, Sia Kulisi might be in trouble here going into that ruck, but let's just see if his intentions was to, well, not too much in that. I think he was just cleaning the ruck there. Nothing too terrible about that. He did go low. He did try and clean out Ruan Orkia, so not sure whether that really is a dangerous offense from Sia Kulisi. Let's hear what Jaco Paper has to say. Well, Kulisi, let's see if there's any trouble here coming. So, are we going to continue with this game, or are we going to get a penalty here for the Bulls? Right, 31 and a half minutes gone in this first half. The Bulls now have a penalty. So they're going to kick it downfield, and Morne Steyn finds touch roundabout on the 10-meter line inside the Sharks half. Sia Khaleesi getting penalized there for a clean out on Rua Nortje. 32 minutes gone in this first half. Can the Bulls get some more points on the board before halftime? The Bulls have lost one line out so far compared to the 5 wins from the Sharks in theirs. Taken by Elrich Low off the back, and now Van Staden. Emrys Papier tries to snipe but gets tackled pretty well. Now Jan Grobler on the attack. The Bulls over the 10-meter line they go. And the referee has stopped this, so going on now. Yeah, penalty to the Bulls. Lukanyaham being offside there. And another chance for the Bulls to put some points onto the board with around about 7 minutes to go in this first half. Right in front again for Morne Steyn. Should not have any problem with that one. So the backline was up too quickly is the call there. Supposed to be away a certain amount of meters. And Lukanya, I'm not happy about that at all. But 7 minutes to go. Morne Steyn with another attempt at the goal for them. Right, Morne Steyn lining it up for the Bulls. Will he get this? Right up in front. No problem with that. So 12 points to 6 it is. The Bulls now leading the Sharks with about 6.5 minutes to go. No tries in this game yet so far. We've got 104 viewers. Press that like and subscribe button, guys. 6.5 minutes to go in this first half. Kevin Bosch to get it underway again. Right, here we go. Restart from Bosch. A nice high hanging kick from him. Knocked on, well, not knocked on by the Bulls, but collected by the Sharks there inside the 22. But the referee now does call for that knock on. He didn't play the advantage to the Sharks. That's why I thought it didn't go forward. But it will be a scrum now to the Sharks after Elrich Low knocked it on. You could argue and say it went backwards from him, but it is very technical. Right, scrum feed to the Sharks, just inside the 22. 5 minutes to go in this first half. Will the Sharks be able to capitalize on it? Jaden Hendrickson now with the scrum feed to the scrum. Just taking plenty of time to set this whole scrum up by Jaco Paper. 5 minutes to go. Scrum feed from Jaden Hendrickson. It goes down from the Bulls side. Steenekamp, Morne Smith, the guilty party there. And a penalty to the Sharks. With 5 minutes to go in this half. They are going to have a shot at goal, which I kind of don't think it was the right decision. They should have tried to pin the Bulls maybe inside their own 22 for the remainder of this half, because after this kick, if he gets it over, it will be 12 points to 9 currently the scoreline, and there will still be about 3 minutes left. 12 points to 6 at the moment, Kilomi. I don't know, the score is visible at the bottom, guys. So I don't know why you can't see the scoreline. Right, so penalty attempt from the Sharks now. Kevin Bosch. Right, let's see if he can get this one on the 22-meter line. Kevin Bosch lining this penalty up for the Sharks. 3.5 minutes to go. And he slots it through the middle. So 12 points to 9 it is with Just 3 minutes to go in this first half. The Bulls leading by 3 points at the moment. Right, so restart from Mornay. Stay now on halfway again. Puts another high kick up, and it's a chase really well by Stravino Jacobs, but collected by Sikambuzo Noche. Collected by the Sharks just inside their own 22, so they can kick this out directly if they want to. Jaden Hendricks with the box kick over the top, chased again by Penke, and again nobody wanted it really. It misses Dwayne Vermeulen completely, but now Stravino Jacobs have got this for the Bulls, but unfortunately he goes into touch. So it is going to be a line-out feed to the Sharks now with 2.5 minutes to go. Nobody really dominating this game at the moment. Too many errors at vital times so far in this game. And very similar to that one against the Stormers and the Bulls last week. Very tight at the moment. Possession and territory both going to the Sharks. 62 minutes and also 62% and 60%. 2 minutes to go. It is actually now scrum feed to the Sharks. So there was a little knock on from the Bulls somewhere down the line there. The Bulls shoving early there, and we are going to have a scrum reset. And we've got about 1.5 minutes to go in this first half, guys. Scrum feed to the Sharks inside their own territory at the moment. Right. Just awaiting that last scrum of this first half probably. Don't think there will be too much time for anything else from that. Right. The scrum feed from Jaden Hendricks. Let's see what happens. Right. Jaden Hendricks off the back waiting for the ball to come out. They need to get this out now. Kevin Bosch, out it goes to Apalile Fassi, puts it to the boot and finds a bit of space in the back. Stravino Jacobs have got it for the Bulls, tackled by Vanna Creer, just outside their own 22, the Bulls. Big counter shove from the Sharks, and they've turned this over with half a minute to go. Henko Venter bursting his way forward for the Sharks. Tackled by Johan Grobler there. Coming out now for Lukanya Am. Puts another little kick ahead, chased by Vanna Koch. Emrys Papier's got it for the Bulls, but the Sharks have managed to get this back yet again, 10 meters from the try line. Now they go wide, and they've lost plenty of ground. Notche still going. Tackled by Elrich Lode. It is no time left on the clock. Oxnard out it goes to Henko Venter again. The Sharks inside the 22 of the Bulls. Comes back to Kevin Bosch now. Apalile Fassi. Another little stab through. This time chased by Kolisi, but it goes into touch. And that is going to be half time in this game. Surely it's got to be half time. There's no time left on the clock. And we will go to half time at the Bulls leading with 3 points. The Sharks just working those little kicks in behind, and it's working perfectly for them at the moment. Madosh Tabwe getting caught out of position quite often there on the right wing. But at halftime, it is the Bulls leading 12 points to 9. And we're looking ahead to a close game in the second half. Eddie Barnard says, can we do the second half in Afrikaans? Guys, unfortunately, I do have international viewers as well, so they won't understand a word I'm saying, unfortunately. Just out of interest, Eddie Barnard, I did try to do an Afrikaans channel way back, and it just wasn't worth it in the end to have an Afrikaans channel because you didn't get the same support while doing it in English. Right, so let's see, just going through some of the comments real quickly here. Charlene Smith saying, Siaklesi, best Sharks player that we could have gotten. And he's been really disappointing so far is Siaklesi. But yeah, it is halftime now, guys, and we will be back for the second half in just a short bit. I'm going to go fill my lungs, and when I do come back, we will get ready for an entertaining second half. Don't go anywhere. Right, guys, we are back for the second half for this game between the Sharks and the Bulls. And halftime, the Bulls are having a slender lead by 12 points to 9. And I see there's been quite a debate over the best fly-off currently in South Africa. I do believe that Andre Pollard will be ready for the British and Irish Lions, and then probably the fact that Morné Steyn has been at the alignment camps could possibly mean that he will have a part to play. So the guys are pretty spot on at the moment when picking their fly-offs. But also do remember that Elton Yankees is currently playing in Pau, and he will probably be the second choice fly-off behind Andre Pollard. So just don't forget about that. Alan Hitchens says Sharks need to control the game with their own style and not respond to the Bulls' play. So, yeah, they are trying to play a very tight game at the moment, but the game is just not allowing it to really go the way where they want to go. Gerard Ninav has got an interesting comment here. I don't agree with the other two. I would say Swanepoel from the Lions. Why not? He can play fullback and kick. So unfortunately, Gerard, Tiaan Swanepoel will be out injured, and he won't be able to make that Lions tour anyway. And I don't think he's got the experience right yet to play in such an important test series. But time will tell, and we'll have to see. But I think that Jacques Nienaber will go with probably almost the same squad as the World Cup, because we haven't played a test this whole year. But I think he will use those two tests against Georgia maybe to test his Springbok side, and there might be a couple of newcomers into that Springbok side. But it will be very interesting to see at the end of the day who they do select for that game. Currently, we are waiting the second half to start. We don't have any footage just yet, guys. So, yeah, just waiting for that for now. It will probably start in just a minute or two. Quickly going through the lineups for the Bulls so far. I would say David Kriel and Nadosh Tambwe hasn't had the best of games so far. The Sharks managing to find space behind these two players on numerous occasions so far. Marco Jansen van Vieren pretty solid with Cornel Hendricks in the midfield so far. Morné Steyn playing another cracking game at fly-off, and Emrys Papier doing a pretty good job so far at 9 as well. Then for the Bulls, Dwayne Vermeulen has been pretty solid as well again. He's had a few bullocking carries so far in this game. Then Arno Botha got replaced by Elric Lowe very early on. Van Staden has been a nuisance at the breakdown as always. Ruan Orkia and Walt Steenkamp having a pretty solid game, losing only one lineout so far. Then Morné Smith and Gerard Steenkamp and Jan Krobler are standing their ground pretty well at the moment for the Bulls there. Gerard says that's true. Then it would be between Andre Pollard Yankees for that number 10 jersey. Then the Sharks in the backline, Fassi has had a pretty solid game. Lukanya not the greatest of games so far. Jeremy Ward, pretty stable so far, doing nothing special. Yapenke has put the pressure well on the back three of the Bulls. Kevin Bosch has been kicking the whole evening long, not really playing any attacking games so far. And then Jaden Hendricks having a good game at 9. Not bad. Tinker Venter having a decent run. Khaleesi, as always, still not really impressing just yet for the Sharks. Then Reniel Higu, Ruben van Heeren having a solid game. Thomas de Toey and Oxnard pretty solid up front. And then Fesman Bata, I think, has been playing with an injury throughout this first half. So it will be interesting to see if he's back on the field for the second one. So Kevin Bosch is ready to get the second half underway for us. It is going to be the Sharks to kick off this second half. And we see Pepsi Buthelezi also onto the field for the Sharks now, probably in the place of either Hinke Venter or Sia Kulisi. The restart from him, Kevin Bosch taken well by Nortje inside the 22 of the Bulls. Emrys Papier controlling it at back now. Spills loose into the hands of Cornel Hendricks. The Sharks putting pressure on them and driving them backwards at the moment. Looks like the Sharks have got this turned over 10 meters from the Bulls try line. Jaden Hendricks out it goes to Renil Hichu. Still 10 meters out now. Jaden Hendricks, Kevin Bosch, Henko Venter. So it looks like it is Sikambuza Notches off. Pepsi Buthelezi now on the field for him. Play on, says the referee there. Jaden Hendricks caught with the ball at the back of the ruck there. But somehow it does come back to the side of the Sharks. And Bosch with a drop goal attempt. It is going to go wide. And we will have a restart here. A big fight between Henko Venter and Dwayne Vermeulen there on the ground. So not sure what that was all about. Morne Steyn, is he going to go for captain's challenge maybe? Does the Bulls still have a captain's challenge left though? Now, the restart from the 22 by the Bulls now goes straight down the middle into the hands of Bosch, who is going to go up into the air, chased now by Apelile Fassi, but beautifully taken by the Bulls on their own 10-meter line. Emrys Papier with the little kick over the top, finding plenty of space there, and now into the hands of Kevin Bosch. Bosch is going to thump this downfield, and what a kick from him, finding touch all the way up to between the 10 and the 22 of the Bulls. Let's see quickly. Showing Kevin Bosch, best kicker for the Sharks. But yeah, he had a terrible Currie Cup final, but you can't keep that against him for the rest of his career. So yeah, but he hasn't been brilliant for the Sharks this season in this Pro 14 Rainbow Cup. Johan Grobler to throw this ball in for the Bulls in this lineup. It is Dwayne Vermeulen going up, getting the ball. The maul has been set by the Bulls going forward now. From inside their own half is the Bulls now on the attack. Penalty advantage to the Bulls here. And they're still going forward over the 10-meter line. They go. Johan Grobler controlling the ball at the back. Still the Bulls going forward. Over halfway they go. Now Papier finds Morne Steyn out to Hendricks. Now there's space here. Michael Janssen van Vieren. Out it goes to David Kriel. Out to Stravino Jacobs. Beats one defender. Gets brought down there by Penke on the 22. Emrys Papier, Morne Steyn. Sloppy pass out to Hendricks, but they still got us. And a chance here for Hendricks. Out it goes to Van Staden. Runs over Van der Kok there inside the 22. Now the Bulls. Emrys Papier coming again. Nortje putting his head down. Now it slows down a little bit. Will this ball come back for the Bulls? Emrys Papier, Morne Steyn. Leeson Kaboka also on for the Bulls. Just outside the 22, he picks it up. And here goes Leeson Kaboka. The Bulls still going inside the 22. Ruan Nortje with ball in hand. Papier lining it back for Morne Steyn now. Switches direction to David Kriel. Good defense from the Sharks, but a penalty advantage to the Bulls. 4 minutes into the second half. A little cross kick from Morne Steyn. Not working out. So another chance right in front of the post for the Bulls. And surely Morne Steyn will have a shot at goal from here. Right, guys, so we are currently at 40 likes. Press that like button and subscribe if you're new. Right, so the Bulls have decided not to go for goal, and they're going for the corner now. 5 minutes into the second half now, the Bulls 5 meters out with a chance to maybe score a try from a driving maul or something. Let's see if the Sharks can keep them out. A big moment in this game. They are about 7 or 8, 5 or 6 meters out from the Sharks try line. So Krobler just waiting, the touch judge telling him to wait with that throw in. And the Bulls are changing the call in the meantime. Right, so throw in coming from Johan Krobler now for the Bulls. Let's see, there's lots of issues in that lineout at the moment. Dwayne saying the guys are not going far back enough, interfering with the lineout at the moment. So referee had to intervene again. Let's see if they can do this now. Lineout throw goes to Nortje. Bulls set up the maul. And a free kick to the Sharks then in the end. Not thrown in straight by Johan Krobler. And the Sharks will have a chance to get this out of their own 22. Barry Green says, looks like the first half was just a penalty affair. Indeed it was. All the points coming off the boot from the fly halves. And now Curvin Bosch puts this into touch. Roundabout on the 10-meter line inside their own half. And it is going to be Bulls ball because it was only a free kick to them. Disappointment from the Bulls coaching staff about that throw-in not going straight in from Krobler. And a big discussion between Leeson Kaboka and Johan Krobler there, setting up this lineup. 7 minutes into the second half. Right, here we go. It is in the hands of Walt Steenkamp. The Bulls under pressure in that lineup. They managed to get this back on the 10-meter line. Now Andres Papier gives it out to Elric Lowe. Good defense from Pepsi Buthelezi there on him. Comes back now to Morne Steyn. Puts up the high kick. Chased by Cornel Hendricks. And it is Apalele Fassi under that ball for the Sharks. Just outside their own 22, the Sharks now. Jaden Hendricks had 2 Pepsi Buthelezi. Not gaining any ground from that carry. Now Jaden Hendricks back to Apalele Fassi. He's going to put it to the boot, which is not going to find touch. Straight into the hands of David Krill. And now Morne Steyn with a kick ahead. Trying to find space and finds touch. Roundabout on the 22 inside the Sharks half. We need the spark in this game, says Alan Hitch, and SA Rugby is as dry as biltong, says Val Sables. New Zealand and Aussie rugby exciting and more fluent. Well, Val, I wouldn't say that. If you go and watch the game between the Lions and the Stormers earlier today, an absolutely brilliant game. So, unfortunately, I have to disagree there. But this game has just been, it is a derby. It's the coastal, well, it is, you can say, a coastal derby from the Sharks' point of view. It's one of the biggest games in SA Rugby, so you can imagine that it's tight. And the defenses are strong. A high kick there from Curvin Bosch, collected in the air by Jaap Penke, just outside the 22 for the Sharks. Now Jaden Hendricks' kick gets charged down by Stravino Jacobs. The Sharks under pressure now inside their own 22. But somehow Lukanyam tries to steal that ball. And we are going to come back for a little knock-on from the Sharks inside their own 22. Harold says this is not a good running game. No, it's absolutely not an open running game, but a very tightly contested game with really good defenses all round in this game. Not trying to defend this game at all because it's definitely not been a spectacle, but a very close encounter between two big rivals. And there's a lot up for grabs in this game. It is almost like a final, this one, because there is rumors that the team that finishes on top will get a Heineken Cup spot later on next season. So a lot up for grabs. This is almost like a final, really, because the one taking the win here today is pretty much set up for a place at the top of the log. So you can't blame the players for maybe opting to go for a finals route here. 111 viewers. Press that like and subscribe button, guys. Support the channel. The Bulls with a scrum of the back inside the 22 now. Zach Berger taking it off the back for the Bulls, but a penalty advantage coming for the Bulls again. Nortje to Grobler, back to Waldsteenkamp now van Staden with a bit of space. 10 meters out from the try line, the Bulls now. Zach Berger to Leeson Kaboka. Now it's Trevor Nyakani also onto the field. Now Stain Hendricks. Out it goes. Space here. Stravina Jacobs puts the little kick in, but Minosh Tambwe not quick enough to get to the ball. And we are going to go back for that penalty. We've had 10 minutes in the second half. Barry says this game is boring so far. Absolutely. It's got no tries yet. 15 minutes gone. So we are waiting just that little spark needed to really get this game going. We've had 4 penalties from the Bulls, 3 from the Sharks. So will we see now Morne Steyn having another shot at goal here? 50.5 minutes gone. Thomas du Toit currently down at the moment, receiving attention. Gerard Minaber says it doesn't help that you got the ball possession, but you don't do anything but to match penalties. Handling errors key in this game. Absolutely, I agree with you, Batty. It's so unlike these two powerhouses making so many mistakes. And Morne Steyn has gone for the corner again. You didn't nearly see as many of these errors in the New Zealand Australian Tasman games, but again, I'm not trying to defend these two teams, but a very important one in the broader prospects for both teams. So Vaynard asking, is that fail Fanta? It is, in fact. So it is a mixture of vodka and Monster. Casper says, I think the Bulls and Sharks are the two best teams in South Africa. I have to agree with you there. The Bulls now taking it off the back of that lineup. Van Staden, 5 meters out from the try line, the Bulls. Dwayne Vermeulen taking it up. Again, still 5 meters out is the Bulls. Big moment in this game for them with 29 minutes to go. Pick and go from the Bulls. 2 or 3 meters out now. The Bulls still coming strongly. Leeson Kaboka, and they over the try line here. Cannibals got it down. Comes back though to Nortje. Johan Grobler at the back of it now. And this could be close. So close to the Bulls now. Sharks defense still holding out, but for how long? Bulls still coming, and the Sharks have won a penalty. Is that? Let's just see what comes of this. No, penalty to the Bulls in the end, it seems. Maybe a little knock on there from the Bulls on the try line. Ralph Sable says a win at all costs. Bugger the spectators. Bring the brandy and coke. These teams drive me to drink. That's why I'm sitting with my glass at the moment. Maybe a good excuse just to have a shot. Val Sables. But yeah, we need to see now. Bosch has just been kicking the whole time. Just stagnating. They need to go for positive running game. So yeah, hopefully we will see some in this last couple of minutes. We've got 28 minutes to go in this game. Harps now replacing Thomas du Toit for the Sharks. 120 viewers, guys. Press that like and subscribe if you're new to this channel. The ball's now 5 meters from try and Dwayne Vermeulen. Pick and go. Zach Berger, off it goes to Elrich. Low. Is he over the try line yet? No, again short from the Bulls. 1 meter out is the Bulls now. Picked up by Lisan Kaboka as he dives over for the try. And the Bulls get the first try of this game in the 52nd minute of the game. Try time to the Bulls. It is 17 points to 9 with a conversion to come. The Bulls now leading this game. Great grunt there from the Bulls. Just pick and go the whole time. Patience was needed. And just a little pick off the back from Lisan Kaboka. Nobody saw it coming, and he goes over for the try. Conversion from Steyn goes over, so 19 points to 9. The Sharks now trailing, the Bulls leading by 10 points going into this last 27 minutes of the game. 27 minutes to go ZA. So still plenty of time in this game left. But the Bulls have now taken the authority in this game. Restart from Kevin Bosch is a high one. Taken by Cornel Hendricks again, just outside of 22. Zach Berger waiting at the back of this ruck. Maybe this will allow the Sharks to play a more open game from here. Definitely have to play a more attacking game from here now. So at the back, Imbris Papi have this ball. Zach Berger's got it for the Bulls and he kicks it ahead. Chased by Tambwe, collected by Apelile Fassi on halfway for the Sharks. Jaden Hendrickson waiting for the ball to come back into the hands of Ruben van Heerden. Knocks it on and now the Bulls have another chance. But it somehow comes back to the Sharks side. And now the Bulls will have a scrum on halfway. Right, great stuff, Bulls, says Fernand Laviskathi. Barry Green says that this is not going to be a Scarlet game. Yeah, Scarlets were leading by 20. Well, Cardiff were leading 26-9, and then Scarlets nearly came back to win that game. Andrew Williams says, greetings from London, listening on the train home. Thank you very much for the support, Andrew, as we are now going to have, I think, a captain's challenge from Lukanya Let's just see what this is all about. So, Patty says, 46 likes. Let's go, guys. We need just one more. And Trevor Nyakane could be in trouble here for the Bulls now, as he did get a shoulder to the head of Ruben van Heerden. Straight to the face. Could be a yellow card offense, maybe, but I'm not a real supporter of this at all. Right, let's see what Jakob Paper decides to do. Rad 3D says, thanks for the live commentary. Always a pleasure, mate. And then Stefan Engelbrecht says, Guru, I like your life also too. Thank you so much for the support, guys. Let's see what Jakob Paper decides here. Was there anything in that? We'll have to wait and see what he says. So a penalty then against Trevor Nyakane then in the end. So the Sharks now with an opportunity to attack. Maybe from here, Kevin Bosch is going to kick it downfield from halfway. 25 minutes left in this game. The kick downfield from Bosch finds touch. Round about 15 meters out from the Bulls try line. And a chance for them to maybe set up a maul here and maybe send a back line. This Sharks back line is such a good one, but they're not getting the opportunity to play the type of game that they want to. Because Bosch, like one of the viewers said so far, is just kicking the whole time. And that's been the downfall for the Sharks so far. Faison Barta with the throw in this lineup. Needs to find his jumper, finds Henko Venter, and a maul has been set by the Sharks. Now they're moving forward at a steady pace. Faison Barta 1 meter from the try line now, the Sharks. Can they get this back now? Ruben van Heerden at scrum off for the Sharks here. Need support. And they're now going to the pick and goes here. Pepsi Buthelezi awaiting the ball to come out now. Good defense from Trevor Nyakane. Dwayne Vermeulen over the ball. And the Bulls have snatched this, but illegally so. And a chance now for the Sharks again to maybe get something from this. Right, let's see if the Sharks are going to go for touch yet again. Some really good comments there, guys. Appreciate all the support that I'm getting on this channel. If you are new, press that like button and subscribe. We are going to do plenty of live streams in future. 52 likes. Let's aim for 60, says Bertie. The Sharks need to get back in this game now. Line up from Fesman Bata. 5 meters out, the Sharks now. The Bulls contest it and they win it in the air. And now a penalty to the Bulls as well. The Sharks playing Waldsteenkamp in the air. So the Sharks letting themselves down there. And a chance for the Bulls to get out of their own 22. Mornay Steyn to go for touch. 99 at the moment with 23 minutes to go. Can or is there any way back for the Sharks here? Their discipline letting them down at vital times in this game. Not the most attractive game from these two teams today. I expected a lot more from the Bulls and the Sharks today. Line up throw to the Bulls. Johan Grobler to throw this in now. On the 10-meter line inside their own half. Taken in by Waldsteenkamp for the Bulls. Off the back, Johan Grobler keeping ball in possession for the Bulls. But they're going sideways now. It comes out to Tambwe. Tambwe trying to break through the line of defense. Couldn't get there. Zach Berger now waiting for the ball at the back of the scrum. Comes out to Nortje, puts his head down. The Bulls inside their own half on the 10-meter line. Another penalty advantage coming for the Bulls. Dwayne Vermeulen gets driven back by Pepsi Buthelezi there. But do mind you that the Bulls have the advantage. Slow ball coming back for them. Mornay Steyn playing at scrum half at the moment, but we do come back for that penalty. Right, so with 22 minutes to go in this game, it is now another penalty to the Bulls, and they can set up another attacking lineup coming up. The kick from Mornay Steyn not finding touch, and Vannecock gives it out to Kevin Bosch, who kicks it downfield and finds touch on the 10-meter line inside the Sharks half. Wow, how about that? Just when you think something is getting going for a team, they make a silly mistake like that. So, unlike Mornay Steyn to not kick it into touch. And the Sharks being let off the hook there. 59 minutes into this game, so 21 minutes left. This game really needs to get a spark somewhere down the line here. I have to agree with all the viewers that this game is probably the worst one that I've done this weekend as far as spectacle goes. A tight one, it's still anybody's game though. Let's see if this game can open up a little bit. Johan Grobler with the throw in now finds Waldsteenkamp again. The maul has been formed and the Bulls will be looking to drive this forward now. They've got it at the back of this maul is Johan Grobler. But the Bulls not going anywhere at the moment. The second shove now coming from the Bulls. Still not gaining too much ground. Slowly working forward, so they're at least going forward at the moment. 20 minutes left. It is going to be now another advantage to the Bulls. Cornel Hendricks out to David Creel. Puts it to the boot. And that ball is going to roll over the try line. And Pinker is going to dot it down for the Sharks. But we are coming back for another penalty to the Bulls on the 10-meter line inside Sharks territory. So the Sharks are off the hook, Alan Hitchin. They got lucky there. So will the Bulls decide to go for goal? Yes, Monestein have decided to go for goal here. 19 minutes now left in this game. Can Monestein put the Bulls further ahead in this very boring game so far, to be quite honest? Not a lot happening. One try only in this game, and it came through a pick and go from the Bulls. Leeson Kaboka went over for that solo try in this game. So Monestein lining this up for the Bulls. Can he make the lead to 13 points now? He's lining it up on the 10-meter line for the Bulls. Right. Here we go. The kick from Monestein. Solid through the middle it goes. And now the Bulls are leading by 22 points to 9. Is there any fight left in the Sharks in this game? Because it does look like the Bulls are really taking the authority now away from the Sharks at the moment. Right, the Bulls are getting stronger in the second half, says Mark Bromfield. So they are showing quite a dominance going into this last 18 minutes. The Sharks are making a couple of replacements now. Grant Williams. No, it's not Grant. It's Mbata off for Van Vieren. Matuna on for Nashir. And Volman on for Koch. The Bulls have taken it inside the 22. Now Zach Berger at the back of the ruck again. Just waiting to clear this ball. Leeson Kaboka. Good defense from him. But another penalty against the Sharks for a dangerous tackle around the neck from Matuna on Leeson Kaboka. And with 17 minutes to go, the discipline of the Sharks is just not good enough. Donnie Jacobs summing it up quite easily there. Doesn't matter if the game is boring, but if the Bulls win, it doesn't matter. True to the blue. True to the blue comment there from Donnie Jacobs. Right, the Sharks trailing by 13 points at the moment. They need to try to get back into this game, but it is the Bulls on the attack on halfway now with another lineup. Hans Oosterloo says, I'm giving up listening. Right, the lineup from Dwayne Vermeulen taken in. Now the Bulls go on a driving Markov and start and breaking free. Up to the 10-meter line goes the Bulls. Zach Berger out to Leeson Kaboka. This is looking better from the Bulls now. Zach Berger goes blindside from Staden. Good defense from the Sharks. Zach Berger to Trevor Nyakani. Zach Berger again out to Monestein. Now comes to Cornel Hendricks. Trying to slice open the Sharks defense, but just couldn't get it. And now Monestein with a kick into space. And that's going to run all the way up to the 5-meter line. Just out from the Sharks try line. So a good little kick from Monestein there with about 15 and a half minutes to go. A defensive line out coming up for the Sharks. And they're already trailing by 13 points. So if the Bulls can score now, they should take this game away from the Sharks. Kieran Van Vieren to throw this ball in for the Sharks. 5 meters from their own try line. Can the Bulls steal this ball in the line out? Let's see. It is stolen by Walt Steenkamp. Slaps it back for the Bulls, but very sloppy off the base. Johan Grobler now got it. The Bulls have lost plenty of ground here, but they've got possession. Just outside of 22. Mornestein going for the drop goal. And no, it is not going to go over from Mornestein. So again, the Sharks been let off the hook. Gerard Nienaber says it sounds like the Bulls are alone on the field. Yeah, exactly, just like that. Yeah, so it is the Bulls alone on the pitch at the moment. Benjamin Lowe says he wonders how I'm feeling because I am a Shark supporter. Doesn't matter to me, really. I love my rugby, so it's better than getting hammered by 50 points in the end. So let's see if the Bulls can seal this game off now. It is David Kriel on halfway. Good tackle from Reniel Hichu for the Sharks. Comes back from Zach Berger to Mornestein. Now finds Marco Jansen van Vieren. There's space here for Stravino Jacobs. Over the 10-meter line he goes. Comes back to the Bulls again. Zach Berger. Leeson Kaboka taking it up for him. Dominant display from the Bulls in the second half. Mornestein. Marco van Staden. Quick ball. Zach Berger after Mornestein. Front foot ball. Elric Lowe breaks through the defense. Good tackle from Fussy as they go over the 22 now as the Bulls. Cornel Hendricks, out it goes to Stravino Jacobs, and he's going to surely finish this off for the Bulls. Try time for the Bulls in the corner, and what a try from the Bulls. And that should be the ball game as far as the contest has gone. But it has been all the Bulls in the second half. Total dominant play from them here. Just showing the Sharks how it's done today. Elric Lowe breaking the first line. Great line run from him. And then the ball just went wide. Not enough defenders out wide for the Sharks. And Stravino Jacobs over in the corner for the Bulls. Great try this time round from them. Conversion to come with just 13 minutes in this game. Yeah, Shalene Smith says I stay sharp no matter what. Yeah, no, that's true. You need to always support your team, whether you're winning or losing a game. So I always expected the Sharks to struggle here at Loftus today, but the Bulls are now really taking the authority in the second half and really destroying the Sharks, quite frankly here. Conversion from the Bulls. And it's a brilliant kick from Mornestein. Oh, it's just gone out to the left, unfortunately. Oh, no, it did go over. So 29 points to 9 it is. I wanted to say I wasn't looking blindly there. A brilliant kick from Mornestein. 29 points to 9 with about 11 minutes to go in this game. Gary Bevan says, take it, you're not happy, mate. Never happy getting beaten by the Bulls, but you have to admit that the Sharks have been off their game completely in this game, especially in the second half. Elric Lowe now taking it in for the Bulls from just outside his own 22. Zach Berger controlling it at the back for him. Comes back to Leeson Kaboka, who's had a stellar game here in the second half. Being one of the standout players for the Bulls. Mornestein. Now the Bulls are running it from their own 22. Much better play from the Bulls. David Kriel over the 22 they go, but a penalty to the Sharks. David Kriel not releasing the ball on the ground there. Ruben Keith says you can take the hoodie off so long. No, I'm not going to do that, Ruben. Baynard says they're going to put the Sharks numbers on the front of the jersey, so it looks like they're on the attack. That's a good one from Baynard Lovis Gaffney. The Sharks now with a chance maybe just to bring down that score just a wee little bit with 10 minutes to go. Not a lot happening for them at the moment. Kilomi, there's 10 minutes left in this game. Line up from Kenan van Vieren, overthrown, and a little knock on there from Marco van Staden when he tried to pick that ball up. So it is going to be a scrum to the Sharks then. 10 minutes to go, guys. Scrum feed to the Sharks, about 10 meters from the Bulls try line. They are trailing by 20 points. Will we see Reniel Higu score a hat-trick in 8 minutes? If there's one guy that can do it, it is Reniel Higu for the Sharks. But I doubt that will be today. Charlene Smith says Sharks are Kevin Bosch and Bulls Morningstein. Good choices as box player. So the only concern that I have if those two get picked is that we will be playing an aerial ping pong battle the whole time. But Morningstein might just be in contention, but just don't think Kevin Bosch has what it takes at the moment, unfortunately. Scrum goes down there, and we are going to have a reset scrum now with 9 minutes to go. 11J said, thought it would be a bit closer. Hope the Sharks get at least one try. I don't think they deserve a try at all, 11J said. They've just been really bad today. Coming from a Shark supporter, they don't deserve any points or any tries in this game. But let's see. Maybe they can get one off the back of a Bulls mistake or something, because that's what it will take for the Sharks to score today. 8.5 minutes to go. Scrum 10 meters out from the Bulls try line. No Humber to feed this for the Sharks. Another scrum goes down and more time gets wasted. So, wondering when Jaco Paper's patience will run out. Barry says score has gone bad for the Sharks. Absolutely. Let's see, it is how many unanswered points? 17 unanswered points in the second half by the Bulls. Sean asking, is the Bulls scrum doing better? Sorry. Voice want to go. Is the Bulls scrum doing better than the Sharks? Not really. It's been very stable scrummaging from both teams. Now Nohama taking it off the back, and a breakaway from Manny Libok. 5 meters out, knocks it on, and now the Bulls on the attack. Cornel Hendricks kicked it forward, but no advantage there, and it is going to be a scrum to the Bulls, 5 meters from their own try line. Libok did well to break the line eventually, but then knocked it on about a meter from the try line. Great tackle from Zach Berger there, ripping the ball out. And Marco van Staden right there to do the cover defense if needed to. Marius Pian says, this is a bad game from the Sharks. No points in the second half. Yep, it's been one of those games for the Sharks, unfortunately. The Bulls dominating in every facet of the game in the second half, even with possession and territory, which went the Sharks' way in the first half. But it's been overturned by the Bulls completely in the second half. Big shove from the Bulls, and they do get the penalty with just 7 minutes left in this game. Barry says, don't know what happened. Yeah, I also don't know really. They just wasn't able to get over the advantage line at any stage. Too many kicks, too many knock-ons, and yeah, in the end, the Bulls just got that little bit of confidence going, and it showed there in the second half, scoring 17 unanswered points. 2 tries. Leeson Kaboka scoring the first, and then Stravino Jacobs getting the second. Michael Burns says the Sharks have blown this game in this tournament. Oh, Barry says they started to play good in the tournament. So it's not all over just yet for them. I do believe that there will be a return game for each game. So if the Bulls and the Sharks can keep winning their games towards the end, then we could see the Sharks still topping it. But currently, the Bulls are the best team in South Africa. They have shown it. Great coaching. Just need to get rid of those little errors, that little knock-ons, unforced errors that's costing them. Great take from Dwayne Vermeulen off the back. And it is now a maul for the Bulls. It is the replacement hooker on for the Bulls as well. Skalk Erasmus off the back. Now the Bulls again. Elric Low into space. Throws out the pass to Stravina Jacobs again. Just outside the 22 goes the Bulls now. Zach Berger caught by Sia Khaleesi there, but we are going to go back for yet another penalty. And 5 minutes to go in this game. Jean says, get yourself a Bulls hoodie to match your headphones. Well, let's make a deal. If the Bulls win this competition, what I'll do is I will get myself a Bulls hoodie to match my earphones. But that is only if they can win this tournament, which shouldn't be too difficult though. Right, so one last moment in this game, really. 5 minutes left. The Bulls can get another attack going from just inside the 22 Sharks. The Bulls are going to have a hard one next week, says the Gerard Nienaber. 5 minutes to go, 65 likes, guys. Smash the like button if you are new to this channel and press that subscribe button. Hanko Swanepoel taking it in for the Bulls. Inside the 22 now of the Sharks. Driving forward. Looking good. Making those meters. Still going as the Bulls. Mauling it up. Destroying the Sharks. And over they go for their third try. Brilliant try from the Bulls there. Great forward stride. Just destroying the Sharks, who had no answer to that ball at all. And now it is a 34 points to 9 lead for this Bulls side. Absolutely destroying the Sharks now in the second half. Very disappointing. Gary Bevan says, you are truly a Sharks fan. That's all that matters. Yep, it's one of those days again. I'm getting kind of used to this happening between the Sharks and the Bulls when I do this live streams. What a try from the Bulls. Great forwards try, and they've really turned it up in the second half. Conversion to come from Chris Smith now. Let's see if he can put this over with just 3 minutes to go in this game. Right. Straight through the middle it goes. So another brilliant kick. And it's now 36 to 9 for the Bulls. Absolutely horrible second half from the Sharks and a brilliant display from the Bulls. Skalk Erasmus getting that try after absolutely destroying the Sharks scrum or maul there. Jeez, like a big, massive drive over for that try. 36 points to 9. We've got 2.5 minutes to go, guys. Right, let's see the restart from Manny Lebok. I'm not sure who they're playing next week. Does anybody have an idea who the Bulls are playing next week? I haven't checked the fixtures just yet. Zach Berger at the back for the Bulls. Now it comes back again to Leeson Kaboka. 2 minutes to go. Zach Berger in control there. Now Chris Smith out to Marco Janssen van Vieren. It slices off the boot. Not going to go into touch. Beautifully taken by Stravina Jacobs. In the air. Can he go all the way? Passes back inside. It is a nice little run here from the Bulls. David Creel now. 10 meters out from the try line, the Bulls. Everything is going the way of the Bulls at the moment. Now a sloppy pass back. Cornel Hendricks comes back to Chris Smith. Space on the outside here for Elric Low again. 10 meters out the Bulls now. Zach Berger. Hanko Swanepoel. The Bulls now 7 meters out with a minute to go. Trevor Nyakane puts his head down. Zach Berger again now. Elric Low. Another massive game from him as well in this game. Penalty advantage to the Bulls. Here comes Skalk Erasmus, offloads. Hanko Swanepoel cleaning out that ball for the Bulls. Lisa Nkaboka, pick and go, 5 meters out. Zach Berger with the ball in hand. Not coming out at the moment, and a penalty to the Bulls yet again with just a minute to go. Right, so here comes the Bulls again. Now 2 meters out. Zach Berger, Elrich Low out to Chris Smith, and he goes over for the try under the post. Here's the Bulls, and what a humiliation this has been for the Sharks today. Cannot believe my eyes. 41 points to 9 with a conversion should be straightforward, and the Bulls now will be leading by 43 points to 9. What a display now from the Bulls in the second half. I'm glad that they didn't play good rugby in the first half. Imagine how the score would have been if they fired in the first half. So great display from the Bulls in the second half. 43 points to 9. That is the final score for this game, guys. And again, being a Shark supporter, I think this is the third time round that I got a hammering from the Bulls at some stage during a live stream. So getting used to this now. We'll have to maybe just play finals for the Bulls versus Sharks. But yeah, you've got to feel very disgusted as a Shark supporter, says Barry Green. So there will be time for the restart here, in fact. So let me just change that back again. Yaku Paper says there is still time for the kickoff. So maybe the Bulls can get to 50 points. Who knows? Manny Lebok to get this going again. The Bulls have managed to get the bonus point. The restart from Manny Lebok collected by Leeson Kaborka now. And Zach Berger surely comes back to Smith, who's going to thump this into touch. So that will be the ball game. I don't know why he just didn't stop the game right there when the try was converted from Chris Smith. So the Bulls 43, the Sharks 9 in the end. A massive victory for the Bulls. And the Sharks will have to go back to the drawing board. The Bulls play the Lions next week, says Gerard. So it should be another interesting Transkei derby between the Bulls and the Lions. That young Lions team looking pretty solid. But who's going to stop the Bulls? The Bulls on fire now. Now the only undefeated team in this competition. I must thank you guys all for the support in this live stream. Like I said, if you're new, don't forget to subscribe and press that like button. And Barry says, well, the rules are the rules. That's why we had to let it play. Yeah, which is true, Barry. So it just showed on the clock already past 80 minutes already. So yeah, 11J said, appreciate your time. Another commentating, thanks. But thank you to you guys. You have been brilliant in the comment sections tonight. And I will see you guys in another live stream, hopefully next weekend, when we do another round of the Trans-Tasman and the Rainbow Cup games. Until then, guys, this is the Rugby Guru. Cheers for now.